Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Greg Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Seminar in Houston, Texas today. This is Tuesday afternoon, day 2, and this is
Dr. V. Hong with the Chiropractic Connection out in the Chicago area, specifically Melrose Park, Illinois, and I'll be opening a new clinic soon within the next 2 weeks in Oak Brook Terrace, Illinois, where I'll be performing the Ringdinger Johnson BioPhysics technique.
Yep.
And my phone number, 708-345-1299. You can also check me out on the website, chiropracticconnection.net.
And she's making history there this week. Dr. V is only our second female Team Ringdinger trained chiropractor in the United States. Dr. Roselle Beaumont's up in Bethesda, Maryland, and now we got Dr. V. Hong up in Chicago. So we are getting the Chiropractic Connection. That just so happens to be the name of her business, right?
Yes.
Chiropracticconnection.net
Yes.
is your website?
Yes.
So I'm going to be adjusting her for the second time today. Tristan adjusted her this morning, so she's going to get to experience the twice a day effect like all of our patients who fly in here from out of state or overseas to get treatment on an intense twice a day schedule for 3 days in a row, which really accelerates the changes that occur in the biomechanics of the spine and pelvis, as well as the neuroplastic changes we want to change in the brain. Because our ultimate goal with all of this and all of our adjustments is to change brain function in a positive, healthy way that is going to adapt to the new, better you.
All right.
Yep, okay.
And it's
So
working.
you've had 2 so far, right? You've had
Yes.
2 Ringdingers so far?
Yes.
One from me and one from Tristan. Okay, let's look at your posture today. You are holding your hands behind you too. That's good. You are steady. Forward and backward. There you go. Neutral. Wow, look at you. Your head's right straight down the middle. Look at you. Look in the mirror. Perfect. I'm still going to Ringdinger you though, first. See, after the first one, we always do the Ringdinger first because it decompresses the spine on the y-axis, making the other adjustment simpler. Did that tickle as much today?
Yes.
It did?
I'm,
You weren't as ticklish as you were that first time. I could barely touch
Yeah,
you
then-
that first time. There we go. There you go. Yep. Okay, this is gonna feel tight. No, don't twist, remember. Let me get it in sideways.
okay.
See, you should be proud. You're in the last 2 pegs. Women love that position.
Not me.
Okay, keep your teeth together. Don't bite your tongue. Nice deep breath. That a girl.
Oh, God.
Yes, ma'am. The pins are the worst part of this whole thing, really. Did you feel that all the way down? Okay, deep breaths, remember. Deep in through your nose, out through your mouth. And looky there, you're still kicking. Barely, but still doing it.
I hate
I'm
those
going to do
pins.
exorcism on you tomorrow. Okay, let go. Yeah, and those are like my 20th generation nice pins. We used to use wooden pegs on the old table. You talk about hurt.
I heard about those.
So you get like the 20th edition nice pins. And they still are the worst part of it. But explain how the Ringdinger adjustment itself feels to your spine. Because a lot of people think it's a really violent, dangerous adjustment. It's not.
The
though,
worst
is it?
part is the pins.
Yep.
Like the pull, you don't really feel you don't feel anything but
The movement.
yeah, and it.
It's not painful though, like a lot of people
I can't
think.
even describe it.
Well, it's a
just
release.
like you feel better,
Decompression.
but you don't really feel anything. Like it doesn't feel as forceful as it looks.
Right. But it's still
It's
decompressing
very-
the
yes.
spine on that
And
y-axis.
you feel lighter because you're decompressed.
Right. It's unique. I mean, but a lot of people think that it's dangerous and that we're going to cause somebody to paralyzed or have a stroke. We weed out any contraindications during our history and examinations so that we don't even ever put patients at risk. We know it's safe to do these procedures on them by the time we finish our histories and exams, correct?
Right.
And you learned all that this week, right?
Yes.
Because what was the main 2 goals of this seminar for me to you? So that you could provide this technique safely and efficiently to the public. Because we do serve the public.
Right.
as chiropractors. Let's go over here and lay on your tummy. I'm gonna have to lift that table way up for me to save my back. Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. I just had to do that.
That is not funny.
I just had to do that. And to lighten things up. Okay. That tightened up a little bit. Your left one got a little short, but it's always been short, right?
Yep. Everything is short.
I know, that's why I said.
I know. I understand your bad jokes.
Yeah. At least somebody gets them. Renee be rolling her eyes, you goober. My wife and I give each other sarcastic jokes 24/7, so we're kind of indoctrinated that way. And if you're watching this, I love you, honey. You witch. No, wrong end. There you go. That wasn't your head, was it? Yes, ma'am. There we go. Good. Did you ever see the Stephen King movie called Thinner? It's the old, what kind of horror movie? Well, in that movie, he's cursed by this gypsy lady, and they called her the old white woman from town. Only it wasn't a white woman, she was a old gypsy woman. But I got an old white woman, so I did this way. Oh, sorry.
You're tickling me on
I'm sorry.
purpose right now.
No, I was not on
I'm
purpose,
just
actually.
kidding. No, I'm really sensitive.
Okay, I can tell. Well, at least you didn't start crying. There you go. What's your husband's name again?
Brent.
Brent, don't be playing ring dinger with Dr. B at home. You have to be trained in doing this, so no matter how often she asks you to ring dinger, just tell her she's got to come back to Houston. A lot of our patients, when they see me doing this and they see me doing it up close, they go home and try to practice being your Houston chiropractor on each other, which we don't really recommend for patients. There we go. There's even been individuals in the state of Texas open up businesses based on watching these videos and trying to do ring dingers on the public without a license. So unless you go to a certified team ring dinger trained chiropractor who's licensed in their state, do not let people try this technique on you with just bastardizing it with a towel around your neck and your legs laying flat or the Y strap. It's not a ring dinger. This is the real ring dinger, and you're learning that too. It's a lot different than what you see some of these yahoos doing, just pulling on people's necks with a towel.
All right, so.
In fact, I was just consulted last week with the largest malpractice carrier in the world for chiropractors, saying they had a case of a doctor that was saying he was doing the ring dinger on his patient without doing my equipment or without taking the seminar. I said, well, I'm not going to be much help to you then, because I didn't train them in the proper execution of this technique, both from the history standpoint, exams, and technical aspect of the adjustment. Plus, if they're not even using my table, they're just calling it ring dinger because they're wrapping a towel around somebody's neck. That's not authentic, so don't go for that. That's a scam. Let's have you flex forward and backwards. I told them I wouldn't be much help to them in their malpractice case, because if I didn't train them, I certainly won't say they were doing the ring dinger if they weren't. So that's good. Let me shoot you one more time. You look like you're craving to be shot.
I can shoot people too. I'm in
Yeah,
Chicago.
you can. Yep. Yeah, Houston and Chicago is a good place for shooting people. It's a little bit farther up and back. Especially Chicago, though. You guys are like the murder capital of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, watch this too. Just see if it goes in this way.
Oh, okay. I was
not
trying to
this
figure
way.
it out.
I know. I kept hearing it going off on its own. And that gun needs an exorcism too.
Oh,
So
thank you
Dr. V,
much.
would you share with chiropractors who might be watching this what you've learned here in the past couple of days as far as your professional postgraduate education seminar today and yesterday?
So all of you need to come out here and get this training, because you're not only learning, hands-on, the
One-on-one
adjusting skills and learning the new technique, but you're learning about neurology, you're learning about biophysics, and Dr. Johnson, he is involved with doing some research about these techniques, and it's all based on the
Science-based,
right?
yeah.
So you're learning a lot of things that are very important to you in educating patients, just so they can understand like what's happening to their bodies and why they're feeling so good after treatment is because of all of that that's going on. And you have to come out here and get training.
Well, everything we teach as far as neurology and neurophysiology, neuropathophysiology is in medical neurology textbooks that are also used in chiropractic college, like guidance neurology and guidance neurophysiology,
Right.
and other mainstream textbooks that we reference, because that's why we adjust all the joints, because we want to affect all the mechanoreceptors to bombard the brain afferently and overwhelm the programming that's already in the brain to change that brain plasticity into a new pattern of neurophysiology. So, and we, keep up with the latest scientific published research out of New Zealand and Australia. Dr. Heidi Horvick and her research team, Imran Kanyasi down there at New Zealand Chiropractic College, Bernadette Murphy up in Canada at the Canadian Memorial. I mean, we stay up with all of it. So, and we pass that along to our doctors so that they can feel confident in what they're doing is not only changing structural biomechanics of the spine and pelvis, but also doing that in a way that most impactfully impacts the brain neurophysiology and neuroplasticity to improve that individual's health. Because that's what it's all about. You're either functioning at ease or you're functioning in dis-ease.
Right.
And that's really sad when people come in here with such dis-ease that they've been through all the pills and all the potions and all the injections and the surgeries and they're still having issues. That's not really healthcare, that's sick care.
Right.
What we're providing is true healthcare.
Yes.
Because we're not putting anything into the body or taking anything out of the body. We're just enhancing our own body and brain's ability to internally cope with everything and readapt to their own homeostasis.
And it's incredible how you see like results almost immediately.
Yeah, they're pretty much always first visit even.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That was very cool.
And you've seen some patients get emotional about their outcomes already. Just in a couple of visits, they start crying because they couldn't even imagine being in pain for so long, and then now on one visit having total pain relief. It's liberating. That's why we got this ring dinger bell. If you felt that ring dinger all the way down, why don't you ring our ring dinger bell?
Yeah.
Okay, Brent, dinner time. That's our freedom bell. She's gonna be coming home and ring dingering you, right?
That's right.
She might perform an exorcism on you. Well, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and this
is your Chicago chiropractor, Dr. V. Hong.
Good job. And we'll see y'all soon for your ring dinger. Don't miss it.